Bill Maher's under fire for saying we have to be less praising of fat people. I got to say, you know what? I agree with Bill Maher. Look, nobody's ever seen me and said that guy is an absolute Adonis, right? For my entire public career, I have weighed somewhere between 175 and 190 pounds, okay? I've been somewhere in that range. If I were going to be super ripped, super ripped meaning like, oh my God, look how ripped Clay is. I probably would need to weigh 155 pounds, right? And I also would then look really skinny and I would look weird. And everybody who's ever watched me would be like, whoa, what's going on? So I've stayed within 15 pounds of my weight in the last, 15 years, 18 years that I've been a public figure. So I want you to think about this for a minute. Why all of a sudden? Because I think it's primarily women. I want you to follow me down this road. We're talking about superheroes. Most men, young boys, men, they aspire, the male masculinity, people aspire to look like what? Superheroes, ripped athletes, ripped wrestlers. Like if every single guy could snap his fingers and be as ripped as The Rock is, every single guy would snap his fingers. Every single one, right? And we could talk about the fact that those are probably steroid-fueled, HGH-fueled, whatever those guys are doing. It doesn't have to be The Rock, right? It could be, you could snap your fingers and be as ripped as Brad Pitt or Captain America or whoever it is, right? Whoever the person is that you're out there and you're like, I wish I could be that ripped. Men overwhelmingly want to be ripped and athletic. And nobody says that men have body image issues because the superheroes that little kids grow up watching are all super ripped. The athletes, the wrestlers, the entertainers, almost all of them are super ripped. Nobody says, well, that's creating uncomfortable body image issues for men because most guys want to be fit and healthy. In the last few years, there's been this like, hey, my body is a work of art, and it doesn't even matter if I'm super fat. Well, actually, Bill Maher asked a good question. How many really fat 90-year-olds have you ever seen? The answer's none, right? In order to live a long life, pretty much you have to be healthy. And this is one of the things I started saying that was super controversial during COVID. I said, hey, no, we shouldn't be shutting down gyms. We shouldn't be shutting down parks. We shouldn't be encouraging people to all stay in their house and eat Cheetos and watch Netflix. We should be telling everybody to get in shape, eat less, work out more, get healthier. Because when you get COVID, one of the biggest predictors for having issues with COVID is being obese. And when I was walking around in the mall or walk around in the streets now, I see like Victoria's Secret just has fat chicks in underwear now. And like, whatever, fat chicks can buy underwear too. But are we like, oh, this is so amazing. Look how fat this person is in their underwear. See, I've been arguing for a long time. Victoria's Secret models are like NBA lottery picks. Their bodies are rare, right? There aren't very many athletic 7-foot people. Think about it. If you've ever known somebody who's like super tall, odds are they're probably super klutzy. They aren't able to run very well. They're awkward. Most really tall guys are not Kevin Durant. They are like borderline unable to even run, right? So NBA lottery picks have rare body types. Same thing with like Victoria's Secret models. Supermodels are rare. Their bodies are rare. Most supermodels are like 6 feet tall. First of all, there aren't very many 6 foot tall women. Secondly, how often are 6 foot tall women absolutely gorgeous? Not very often, right? So that you would aspire, if you're a basketball player, you would aspire to one day be an NBA lottery pick, even though your body might not allow you to do that. You would watch those guys perform and think, oh, I want to try to be more like them. And maybe if you're a high school basketball player or little league basketball player, you get in better health than you otherwise would be because you're running up and down the court, because you're training to be better at basketball. Similarly, I don't know. I've never worn lingerie. But I would think if I'm a woman, I would watch a supermodel and think to myself, hey, I would like to be as good looking as her in that outfit. Probably not going to be, but I can do whatever within my body's potential is to be as healthy as I can and look as good in those clothes as they do. Seems like to me men aspire to try to emulate their idols, and that's a good thing. But somehow we've turned women aspiring into emulating their idols as body negativity. Look, being fat is bad. You should try not to be fat. You should work out more. You should eat less. This is true across white, black, Asian, Hispanic, gay, straight. How is it controversial to say that? How is fat shaming even a thing? Just think about it. And congratulations to Bill Maher for making that point and doing what I think is a good job.